Good morning, and thank you for joining me this morning mindfulness practice. I want you to first of all relax. Take a deep breath in and let that go. Take another deep breath in and just allow yourself to relax. Just pretend that you've got half an hour just to be, just to be yourself. Just to tap in to the divine energy that is in you, that is always flowing to and through you. I know that you want more. I know that everyone wants a bigger and fuller and more purposeful life. And that is the divine spirit in you wanting to express itself more, wanting more life. You're here on this earth to experience what life is all about. You've been gifted with 5 sensory factors so that you can see and taste and smell and touch and hear what's going on in this world. You use your 5 sensory factors in order to interpret the reality around you. What's real, what's here, what's now. Take a deep breath in and let that go. Maybe there are some things that you're experiencing now that you can't shut out. Maybe there are conversations or things around you that you're noticing. That's okay. But the animals in the world, your pets, they all also have sensory factors. The dogs and the cows and the chickens, the horses, the pigs, the animals on this planet, they can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. What makes you special as a human being, as a spirit who embodies a human form, is that you've also been gifted with 6 higher intellectual faculties, mental faculties, faculties that you can develop. Your intuition, knowing that you've got this gut instinct, this feeling, this extrasensory perception, this sixth sense, if you will, that tells you that you should take a different path and there's someone watching over you, that it's okay, that you should call someone, you should step out and do something that maybe your conscious mind is telling you is not possible. But I want you to think about your inner guidance system, your intuition, the higher self that's telling you there's something else, there's something more. And you've got your imagination. With your imagination, you can visualize something you want, something different. It's like magic. You can be laying in your bed or driving your car or sitting in a chair in your office, and you can imagine that you're on a beach in Hawaii. That comes in really handy when you're in Canada and it's 40 below and you look outside and it's snowing or blizzarding. You can pretend that you're at a little cottage in the woods. You can pretend that you own a cottage at a beautiful northern lake. You can pretend that you've won a gold medal at the Olympics. You can pretend anything. You can visualize. You have this God-given talent to use your imagination to bring into your life whatever you desire. Most of us have spent so many hours using our imagination against ourselves, worrying and doubting and fretting and stressing about what might happen. What if you could practice using that beautiful gift to imagine a world that you love? You could pretend like you're in a movie like Cinderella, where no matter what circumstances are going on around you, you could still enjoy life. You could talk to the animals. You could pretend that you have a fairy godmother and she's bringing you whatever you desire. That's how your subconscious mind works. You visualize, you imagine, you pretend that your life is wonderful and joyous. You pretend that you have the love of your life. You pretend that your relationships are ideal. You imagine what it would be like to live a purposeful life, doing the work that you love, bringing in the money that you desire, and with the wealth that you've earned, helping millions of people around the world, or maybe just teaching your family how to create generational wealth, maybe treating your family and friends, your community, to something more than they ever thought was possible. Your imagination can take you anywhere. Take it to a beautiful place and imagine how wonderful that would be. You have an intellectual faculty that's called the will. You can focus on what you desire. And with your will, with pretending, with imagining, you start to get ideas. Those ideas shape into a vision, something that you really want. And through your actions, through the human body that you're living in, you take action and you bring into physical reality whatever it is that you've been thinking about, whatever it is that you desire, whatever you really want. If you can imagine it, you can bring it into physical reality. Your imagination is where you think on the invisible spiritual plane, but through your human hands and cooperating with other people, circumstances, conditions, opportunities, you allow what you really want to become your life. You have to let it in. You have to be a cooperative component. When you align your mind with what you really want, your mind, your heart, and your body, and take action to make it happen, to do something different. Maybe it scares you, but do something that will take you on the path, the next step. As you take action, the path is revealed. As you step out of your comfort zone and do something different, using your will to hold the picture in your mind, knowing that it's meant for you, and going ahead and doing something different, you cause a ripple in the universe. You create something new because as you act, the universe reacts. And pretty soon you have a different result, a different outcome. You actually are living what you really want. You have to hold the picture, tap into that beautiful energy, and practice focusing on what it is that you desire, what it feels like. Thinking and feeling, and then acting the part, acting as if you already have your goal, the result that you desire. You've been gifted with a memory. You can think of beautiful things that you've had, wonderful victories that you've accomplished, things that you've done in your life that you're proud of. You can use those memories to help you along with your imagination and your will, and decide any of the past memories that have hurt you, you're going to release them. You don't need that energy because that's what's holding you back. We want to give energy to what we want to create, not what we've already created that we don't want. We want to let that fade away by focusing and using our memory to create future memories, to create something that we truly desire, and pretend that we've already done it. When you think so much when you imagine so much in that dreamy, relaxed state of already having what you want, you program that into your subconscious mind through feeling, and your body thinks it's already happened. Your mind, your subconscious mind goes looking for the evidence of it, and it shows up in your reality. Animals can't do that. They've got the 5 sensory factors, but they don't have these 6 mental faculties. I've already talked about your imagination and your intuition, and using your will to focus on those pictures and hold it in your mind despite what's going on in the outside world. Doing this so often, repeating it so often that it feels like a memory, and your subconscious mind will actually make it show up in the real world for you because it thinks it's real. Your subconscious just gives you what you focus on. You're focusing on love and joy and beauty and wealth, gratitude for what you've already accomplished, gratitude for what you're bringing in, and your subconscious mind thinks that it's real. It can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It looks at it as if it is already a memory, and it shows you the evidence. This is a practice. It takes doing it, it takes practicing it, not just listening to me, not having a motivational speaker talk about it and get you all excited, but actually doing it, being in that state of already being there. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So practice seeing in your imagination, in your beautiful mind, the state of being there, being at your goal, being at your destination, having the results that you already want. One of your mental faculties is your ability to reason. So you take that reasoning ability in your conscious mind, you decided what you wanted, You've drawn the picture, you see it clearly, you're tapping into that, you're practicing it as if it's already a done deal, it's already a memory. And with your conscious mind, you create the picture and you think about what it would be like. And you write down what it looks like, what it feels like. And as you're thinking about it, as you're feeling it, you start to get ideas. Those ideas are your intuition, your higher self. Maybe you would say your guardian angel or God or universal mind telling you how to bring it into reality, giving you the strategy, showing you the path, giving you those nudges. And once you take action, you start to move in the direction of your goal. So you want to write it down. I am so happy and grateful now that I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy. Abundance flows into my life. Prosperity is my right. My birthright is to prosper. What do you tell yourself? I am happy. I am healthy. I am so happy and grateful now that. If you have a pen and paper with you, I encourage you to write down what it is that's deeply your heart's desire. What do you really, really want? You want it simply because you believe in having it. It will make you feel happy, healthy, joyful, grateful, wealthy. So write it down. What does it look like? Breathe energy into that picture. Get excited. You're eagerly anticipating that this is just around the corner. This is your life. Practice feeling it as if it's here now. Maybe you could write it as if you're putting it in your diary. This is what happened. You're leaving a legacy. You're writing the story. It's so fantastic. It's so wonderful. You're so grateful. You could be crying tears of joy that it's so beautiful. That picture, that feeling is meant for you. That's your birthright. That is the spiritual side of you that has come into this physical body to bring that picture into physical reality. The physical reality is the last stage of creation. You are co-creating your life with infinite intelligence, with the universal energy. Use that power to enjoy what you're thinking and feeling on the physical plane. the sixth sense that you have, the sixth mental faculty that you've been gifted with is perception. You have people in your life that have taught you to work hard. Do you have to grind it out? If you believe that everything is energy and everything is gifted to you from the universal energy, and it's up to you in your physical form to manifest it, you don't have to listen to the limitations that are placed on you by your parents, by your teachers, by disbelievers, by people who are living poor, miserable lives. They can't possibly imagine what you want for your life. If you look at your goal, the joyful picture that's in your mind and in your heart and written down on that piece of paper as the map to where you're going, you follow your heart, you follow the impulses that you get from your intuition, you use your imagination and your will, you strengthen your mental faculties, and pretty soon that sixth intellectual faculty, that perception, you will realize that it is not only possible, not only probable, it is likely, it is going to happen, but you have to be a cooperative component. You have to believe it. You have to believe it down to every cell of your being, allowing your subconscious mind to do the heavy lifting for you, perceiving it as it is here, it is now, it is coming, I just can't see it yet. It's mine, it's meant for me. Whether you say my Father who is in heaven, or God, or universal intelligence, Buddha, the law of attraction, it doesn't matter. What you believe is helping you, but you can feel it. If you perceive it as real, it becomes real. Your perception of life is how you've been living. If you perceive your life to be healthy, joyful, wealthy, and practice that, it becomes that. There can be a room full of people witnessing the same experience, the same situation, the same circumstances and conditions, and every person in that room is going to perceive it differently. How you perceive your life is how you're living your life, and the state of being that you're in is what's bringing to you more of what you focus on, more of what you practice, more of what you are being. If you want to become a beautiful, healthy, wealthy, vibrant individual who loves life, you have to practice that. You have to be that. You have to be that state of being. And then that is your reality. How do you perceive your life? That's how your life is. When we change our thinking, when we change our perception, we change our outer world. It starts from within. I'm going to read a little story called Rules for Being Human. You will receive a body. You may like it or hate it, but it will be yours for this time around. You will learn lessons. You are enrolled in a full-time informal school called life. Each day in this school, you will have the opportunity to learn lessons. You may like the lessons, or you might think they're irrelevant or even stupid, but there are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is a process of trial and error, experimentation, and the failed experiments are just as much a part of the process as the experiment that ends up working. A lesson is repeated until it's learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. When you have learned that lesson, then you can go on to the next lesson. Learning lessons does not end. There's no part of life that does not contain lessons. If you are alive, there are more lessons to be learned. There's no better place than here. When your there has become here, you will simply obtain another there that will again look better than here. Others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects to you something you love or hate about yourself. It's your perception. What you make of life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources you need. What you do with them is up to you. The choice is yours. The answers lie inside you. All you need to do is look, listen, and trust. What are you looking for? Are you looking for the good? That's what you will attract. Are you looking for rich blessings in all areas of your life? That's what you will see. That's what you will notice. That's what you will manifest. That's what you will become. What state of being are you in? You know, that's such an interesting thing when you decide what you really want and you get there, you're going to want more. Where you're starting from is always here. Where you want to go is always there. So your goal, that beautiful idea that you wrote down, that's there, pretend in your mind, in your heart, get that programmed into every cell of your being, and you will be there. And once you're there, you're going to want more. You're here now, but you can pretend that you're there. Be in that state of being and watch how fast the universe delivers it to you. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Create a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. I'll see you back here at 7 o'clock this morning for tomorrow morning for another round of morning mindfulness. And I'll see you at 9 o'clock to talk about your goals, talk about unlocking the secret that is within you. Thank you.